I think I took Dry January in the complete wrong way. In fact, there was only one video that month, and yes, it may be one of the greatest films ever made that I reviewed, but it's still no excuse. So I'm going to fix that in the only way that I think I can understand, and that's by making February bigger than I've ever attempted. And that's why for the first week of February, technically the first week, full week of February, we're going to blow out this bad boy. Damn right. One review each day of the first full week of February. The idea being, I've got so many films that I've got left to review. I want to do a review for you every single day of the first week. The next week after that, there's going to be more consistent reviews. There's going to be a video essay on Valentine's Day. There's going to be multiple award-based episodes, one about betting and the actual awards, and one about my own awards. February is going to be such a huge month for this channel. I know it's not anything big, but I want to do something to make up for the crap upload of last month, mostly because of exams and a few other things, but I want to make up for that. So yes, enjoy the very first review of this week of non-stop reviews. Thank you so much for sticking with this channel, and this is the review of Split. If I wasn't completely strapped for time, it's about now when I would kind of do this big character thing where I turn into my different characters that I've used throughout the thing, like Harry Potter, my Keanu Reeves, all these things, but I really don't, because I'm going to have to split the oh, that's just, it's not even worth saying the joke. Split was my second most anticipated film of the year. Oh, Split was a film that I was looking forward to. I remember back in August last year when the trailer first dropped, I remember bringing my mum in because me and my mum were a big fan of The Visit. I'm a huge fan of The Visit. I thought it was a big surprise film. I liked what it did with its horror, its style, and I thought M.Night Shyamalan's approach to that was a good return to form for him. And I was very, very excited for this film, and I remember bringing my mum in and she being like, yeah, we're so excited for this film, we can't wait. We went to the cinema, we were so excited, and it was so anticlimactic. There were so many articles going, oh, ending explained, twist ending explained, surprise ending, M. Night Shyamalan twist. No, it was just so anticlimactic. This film just completely, and I mean completely, goes with my plot twist phenomenon, where you just feel like you're expecting this plot twist. M. Night Shyamalan is like the biggest, I hate him for it, because you know you're always expecting this plot twist, and while there is a plot twist, it's not in the conventional sense. And I personally think that definitely influenced my opinion on this film. Split, if you don't know, is about James McAvoy. He is a psychiatric patient who's got split personality disorder to like a new extreme. He has 23 different personalities in all of them, and basically he kidnaps Haley Richardson, another girl, and Anna Taylor-Joy, and he's kind of torturing them, but we don't really know why, and the mystery being, why have they been kidnapped by him? Has he really got 23 different personalities? Is he some paedophile murderer? Are they being captured for a reason? What is this mysterious 24th personality he keeps on going on about? What is the beast? Basically, it's a film that asks loads of questions in its first 10 minutes, and you don't really get the answers until, you know, builds its way through. As I've said, there's no real plot twist. So the revelations come at good intervals, and you're never kind of bored. You're always waiting for the next answer, and your answer's always answered. I feel like there was nothing that I didn't really expect to happen. There was nothing that really went out there and went, oh, I really wasn't expecting that turn of events, because everything felt like a natural progression of the story. Anna Taylor-Joy was absolutely fantastic. She's an actress that I'm really starting to love. Morgan was really good with her in it. The Witch was obviously fantastic, one of my favourite films of last year. Anna Taylor-Joy is really, really good up-and-coming actress. Haley Richardson was fantastic in Edge of 17. These two actresses that really stand out. The other girl's not really in it as much. She's there, she's still a presence in the film, but she didn't feel as much as a central character of the three of them. James McAvoy, my God, James McAvoy is so, so good, and God knows how he wasn't nominated for an Oscar in this film, because he's just got so many little things about him, so many little niggles that make you distinguish each character. Before, if there's not a costume change, there's times when he's switching characters and there's no costume change, so you don't know who they are. You can tell immediately which character they are just by his facial expressions, just by his posture. He changes so subtly, but it's so noticeable that you don't even need him to speak before you know what character he is. There's so many different, it's so difficult to portray so many different personalities, and this doesn't show all 23, although that is something that I really wish it had done. It consistently talks about this room in his head in which someone comes forward to the light, and that is how they are picked. It's like a circle of people, and one person comes forward and they are now that person in control of Kevin's body. Kevin being James McAvoy's character. And I wish they'd really visualise that, and I would have loved to see what all 23 of them look like. But I imagine that was a lot difficult, but it still gets away with showing you about 10 to 12. This film also has these amazing subplots that kind of litter its way through, and the revelations come, as I said, at a pace which keeps you fast enough, keeps you interested in. I never felt cheated out of anything. I felt like everything was, you know, going at such a pace that everything felt right. As I said, this film was a film that I was expecting to have this big M.Night Shyamalan plot twist. And I remember the plot twist very, very well, because I remember looking around and not a single person in the cinema understood that plot twist. Because it links back to something in M. Night Shyamalan's filmography that most people probably have not seen, because it's a bit of an obscure film. I only saw it because I was forced to watch it. I'm not even a big fan of it. I've only seen it once, and I only sort of got the reference because I'd seen that film. It was a very, very niche reference, and it was a very, very niche plot twist that I don't think many people would understand, and I think more people were just shocked by the inclusion of one person. I think it's a clever idea, and what they're doing with it could be good, but I'm not so sure it's what I wanted from this film. Overall, though, Split was a film that I was so excited for, but was a film that kind of fell a bit short for me. The story goes in a way that I was expecting it to, but it never outright blows me away. James McAvoy's character was so well acted and so well differentiated between each of the personalities that it was great, but the split personality thing did kind of get a bit old when you were just confined to these 3 or 4 characters, and I know that's the only way you could really get some real plot development with him, but it would have been nice to see some other characters. Anna Taylor-Joy is fantastic. The other girl, who I don't even know her name, she was underutilised massively. Hayley Richardson was a bit underutilised, but she was still fantastic. Anna Taylor-Joy just continues to blow me away. Do not go into this film expecting a plot twist. Do not go into this film expecting something that's going to absolutely blow your mind. It's a film that's a good psychological thriller with a good conclusion that makes you feel slightly satisfied, especially if you're not expecting the huge plot twist that I think it was made out to have. Other than that, Split was my second most anticipated film of the year, and it's definitely not been the second best film I've seen all year. I'm slightly disappointed by that fact, but then again, I don't think anything's ever going to top La La Land. Either way, I'm going to give Split 4 stars out of 5. So yes, thank you for watching. If you have seen Split and you think that ending was not what you were expecting, or if you even understood what the ending was without having to look it up, even I had to look some of it up, please let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and make sure you're sticking right here on My Week in Media for all the latest new reviews.